Today's Speed Channel telecast is not brought to you in part by Bullseye Automotive Products and High Mileage Motor Oil, the cheapest motor oil in America. The Daytona Duels, two 100-mile qualifying races just to make the Daytona 500. We've got 50 cars trying to make it in only 40 spots, and no provisionals. The only two cars that are locked in are the two cars that got the top two spots in the first qualifying session, which were Eric Jones and Joey Logano. Other than that, everyone is in the danger zone of not making the field. As you see the qualifying results, only for the first duel, obviously Eric Jones starts on pole. He's the only one who is competing in this duel that is locked in on his qualifying time. He could finish in 25th spot, which is dead last in this duel, and still make the field. But if you are in the bottom 5, because only 40 cars make the field, if you're in the bottom 5, you miss the field unless you're Eric Jones.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
And the engines have been fired from this Daytona duel.
For the first segment.
Eric Jones on pole for the second time of Speed Weeks. Alongside him is Ty Dillon.
Probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
Remember, the bottom 5 cars of this race failed to make the Daytona 500. The only car that is guaranteed in on time is Eric Jones. And the green flag is out for the Daytona Duels. First race will be held in the day, and the second race will actually be held at night as the day continues. Only a 40-lap shootout for these 25 drivers to make the Daytona 500. Eric Jones lunges ahead of Ty Dillon with help from Chase Elliott. Eric Jones with a substantial lead now, being pushed by Ty Dillon. Coming off 4 for the first lap. Looks like Eric Jones is going to lead lap 1. Midfield starting to get 3 wide. Jimmy Johnson now in the middle, also Paul Menard. Now let's keep our eyes on the bottom 5, because those are the ones that are in the danger zone of missing the field. They're trying to go 4 wide. That won't work. Corey LaJoie now taking the lead. Currently, Chase Elliott would not make the field if it ended at this point. Justin Haley has caught up to the lead draft. Larson's now being challenged for the lead by the 38 car of David Reagan. Ty Dillon now looking for second spot. Getting a little bit stacked up at the back of the pack now. Ty Dillon now looking low to get the lead. He's got it. Ty Dillon now the leader. I think Corey LaJoie might have just touched the outside wall. Here's an onboard shot from LaJoie. You need a good look at his face. An extremely tight pack now for the lead. That lap was led by Daniel Hemrick. Brennan Gaughan in second now, pushing Jimmy Johnson to the lead with Paul Menard in tow. Matt Tifft going 3 wide for the lead. That statement doesn't sound right. Matt Tifft actually just led a lap. They're about to lap the 66 car. 3 wide at the line. Brennan Gaughan led the lap. Ross Chastain now going to the lead. So now the 2 car and the 9 are the ones that are on the bubble of missing the field. The 77 still in the lead draft, and the 66 about to go a lap down. As we see Timmy Hill get into frame. He is a lap car, going about 20 miles an hour slower than the leaders. Larson will be able to avoid it. Not sure about Matt Tifft, though. That's going to cause a stack up. We've now got a lead breakaway. '66 car has now been moved out of the lead draft. Now the 97 car is in the picture. Kyle Larson's going to have a huge lead after that move. The 97 is not terribly slow. He's been able to work with this pack. Actually, the 66 has joined the draft. So now the entire field is in this pack. Even though some cars are lapped down, the entire field is in this one draft. Pit stops. So the 31 car is leading the train down pit road. Now the leader is the 20 car of Eric Jones. Here's just to see who wins the battle off pit road. Looks like it's going to be Reddick. Yes, it will. Got more cars heading down pit road. I believe Eric Jones is still on the racetrack. Yes, he is. Ty Dillon now taking the lead. Oh boy. 15 car almost LePaged. In fact, I think he technically did. Ty Dillon had to go wide on re-entry to the racetrack. Past halfway, currently the bottom 5 are the 77, 21, 43, 97, and 66. Kurt Busch is now the leader. Now, the thought that both the 21 and 43 could miss a cup race is a little bit scary. 2-car of Brad Keselowski going to the lead. The 13 car, I believe, got a commitment line violation. So we'll be making a stop-and-go pit stop. Whether or not that will completely ruin his chances of making the 500 are undecided right now. Surprisingly calm race so far, except for the bubble of who will and will not make the 500. Cody Ware is now going to the lead over Kurt Busch. Now the 13 car is below 20th. Right now the danger zone cars are the 77, 43, 13, 97, and 66. So the 43 car may not make the Daytona 500. Now Tyler Reddick trying to take the lead. Gets blocked by the 9 car, forces his way under. So the 13 car now is in the picture of being lapped. Reddick led that lap over Michael McDowell. A 13 car is blocking the leaders now as a lap car. That's allowed Paul Menard to close the gap over first spot. Jimmy Johnson and Paul Menard lead. Now Austin Dillon going low on the 48 car. 3 wide for the lead. There was contact between the 20 and the 13. Three-car leads. Ross Chastain now the leader. Now the lead has been tossed to David Reagan. So this is the bubble right here. who does and doesn't get in. Right now it's between Matt Tifft and Justin Haley. Paul Menard going to the lead. Daniel Hemrick going low. 4 wide. First time. There was slight contact. Under 10 to go now. This is when it really starts to get racy up front. Michael McDowell going to the lead. The 51 car slipped on the inside. Cody Ware is now the leader. I don't think lap traffic will matter in who does and doesn't get in. Just update the bubble spot. It's still being held by the 77 of Justin Haley. Ross Chastain on the inside trying to take the lead. The whole field is stacked up at front. Middle line's backing out a little. Looks like something almost happened to the 52 car. Brad Keselowski is now trying to go for the lead over Kyle Larson. Lap traffic may actually matter. 51 car slapped the outside wall. Two-car breakaway. Starting to kind of smooth out a little bit up front. The bubble spot is still held by the 77 car, but the 36 is trying to look low on the 66. On the outside line, the 2 and the 22 have a run on the leader. Whoa, cars sliding up a little bit. We got a second round of pit stops. That will certainly decide who wins in this matter. Eric Jones is now trying to go for the lead over the 2-car Brad Keselowski. This also means the bubble spot differs, because the 77 went down pit road. So now if the 43 could stretch it on field, he might be able to make the field. But he's pitting now. '20 car still has the lead. Brennan Gaughan's got to run on the inside, taking his second. Only 3 laps to go. About to take 2 to go. So it looks like these leaders are going to try and stretch it on fuel just to make it to the end. Three wide for the lead with Eric Jones on the inside. Transfer spot might go to Matt Tifft. Final lap. Eric Jones, your leader over Ty Dillon. Not Ty Dillon, Eric Jones. He leads over Kurt Busch. Ty Dillon's a lap car, but he's going on the inside. And Eric Jones will get the first dual race at Daytona. Started on pole and won the event. Now we still got to wait for some of these lap cars to cycle around. Brennan Gaughan has ran out of fuel trying to go to pit road. So is the winner. The 20 car of Eric Jones has ran out of fuel. A little bit of contact going on pit road. And now, the cars that did not make the Daytona 500 are the 77 of Justin Haley, 36 of Matt Tifft, the 43 of Darrell Wallace Jr., the 66 of Timmy Hill, and the 97 of Tanner Berryhill. Coming up next, duel number 2.